Room 313. It was a cold, rainy night in November when I checked into the Grand Crest Hotel, a quiet, century-old building located on the edge of the city. I was traveling for work and needed a place to stay for the night. The hotel looked old but well-kept. Grand chandeliers, velvet curtains, the faint smell of polish and dust. The receptionist was a thin, pale woman with dark circles under her eyes. When I told her I needed a room for the night, she hesitated. "We only have one room available," she said softly, not meeting my gaze. "Room 313. Her tone made it sound odd. I forced a polite smile. "Sounds fine," I said. But she didn't respond. She simply handed me the brass key, her fingers trembling slightly. The room. As I walked up the carpeted staircase, the lights flickered. The hallway on the third floor was strangely cold compared to the rest of the hotel. Each door had a golden number, but when I reached 313, the number plate was crooked and scratched, as if someone had tried to rip it off. The air around the door felt heavy. When I turned the key and pushed it open, a wave of stale, damp air hit me. The room was dimly lit by a single lamp on the nightstand. The wallpaper peeled in places, and an old mirror hung opposite the bed. There was something unsettling about that mirror. It was fogged up slightly, as if someone had just breathed on it. I brushed it off and told myself I was just tired. After a quick shower, I lay down on the creaky bed and turned off the light. The first sound around midnight. I woke up to a faint sound, a slow, rhythmic dripping. Drip, drip, drip. I groaned, thinking the bathroom faucet was leaking. But when I went in to check, the sink was dry. Then I heard it again. This time closer, coming from the corner of the room. There, near the mirror, stood a chair that I was certain I hadn't noticed before. And right under it was a dark puddle, slowly spreading across the floor. The smell, metallic, like iron, blood. My heart began pounding. I stepped back, staring at the mirror, and for a split second, I saw a woman standing behind me in the reflection. Her hair was dripping wet, her head tilted to one side. But when I spun around, no one was there. The phone call panicking. I grabbed the room phone to call the front desk, but as soon as I picked it up, there was already someone on the line whispering, "You shouldn't have come here." The voice was faint, raspy, almost gurgling like someone speaking underwater. I dropped the phone, my hands shaking. Suddenly, the mirror began to fog up from the inside. I stepped closer and saw a single word forming in the condensation. "Leave." That was enough. I snatched my jacket and bolted for the door. But when I grabbed the handle, it wouldn't turn. The door was locked from the outside.
The woman in the mirror, the lamp flickered violently, and I heard the chair creak. Slowly, the figure began to take shape in the mirror again. A woman, pale, drenched, her eyes hollow and dark. She looked straight at me, and then she smiled. Blood began seeping from her mouth, running down her neck. Her reflection stepped closer, but she didn't move in real life. It was as if the mirror version was alive, and I was the reflection. I backed up against the bed, terrified. Then came a knock on the door. 3 slow knocks. Knock, knock, knock. "Housekeeping," a voice said cheerfully. I shouted, "Please, help me. I'm trapped in here." The door creaked open a little, but when I looked, the hallway outside was pitch black. The woman was gone from the mirror. I took one hesitant step toward the door, and then a cold, wet hand grabbed my wrist. The truth: next morning, the maid found the room empty. The bed was unmade, the floor wet, and the mirror shattered into 1,000 pieces. The hotel called the police, but they found no trace of me or anyone else. Later that week, the receptionist quit. She told the owner she could no longer bear to work there, not after what she'd seen on the CCTV footage that night. According to her, around midnight, the cameras showed someone entering room 313, but no one ever came out. The next morning, the footage glitched, and for one brief moment, you could see a woman standing behind the new guest, her hand on his shoulder, dripping wet, smiling. Epilogue. They say room 313 has been locked ever since. The hotel management tells guests it's under renovation, but every now and then, a housekeeper swears she hears a phone ringing from inside. And if you listen closely at night, you can still hear the faint whisper from behind the door, "You shouldn't have come here."